Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Hokies will kick this away to start us off. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Using his legs, it's Lewis.
Great job on the offensive line.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the handoff again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of one. Welcome to Blacksburg, Virginia, this picturesque setting, home to the Hokies, a team that prides itself on bringing the lunch pail to work every single week. This is something rare and special. A #1 versus #2 early in the season. Who's going to get the inside track, the early jump on that national championship chase? As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Hokies will kick it away and get this game going. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down play coming up. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Taken down at the 30. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw.
Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, it's incomplete. Almost a disastrous play here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They bring him down just short of the mark, inches away from the 1st down. Crucial 3rd down play coming up after that run. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle made at the 41. That's 1st down yardage.
Boy, the defense misses out on an opportunity to get off of the field. They got the offense to 3rd down, and they just weren't able to prevent them from converting.
And the Volunteers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there. On the run, it's Lewis.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground.
This defensive coordinator makes some adjustments. This back is on fire to start this game. You better start committing those safeties down, overloading that line of scrimmage, because this back is physical, he's got speed, and he is tough to bring down.
Try and muscle for the first down. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down and inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
Tackle made at the 26. Good enough for a first down.
One way to create a rhythm and really start to show your identity as an offense is to control the line of scrimmage. The offensive line here early getting a hat on a hat, and this back, as good as we've seen all year, with the ability to accelerate through the hole, positive yards, play after play here early in the game.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
But that is a tough way to start this game for this offense, throwing an interception on their first drive. Big thing now is you go to the sideline, talk to the offensive coordinator, make a couple adjustments, and come back and play with confidence next time you get the ball.
Rush set it down for the offense, first down. Keeping it on the ground here. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
There's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He bought some time, now lets it go. That's caught. It's Adams. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, what an accurate throw here by this Virginia Tech quarterback. And you and I over the years have seen a lot of great quarterback play when it comes to throwing the football. Michael Vick, of course, could make those throws. Tyrod Taylor, Brian Randall, Jim Druckenmiller. Boy, some great quarterback play and lofty standards to try to live up to.
Here's the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he's tackled after the catch.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage, but I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. On the run, it's Lewis. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. The Vols will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And at first down, they go right back to him. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And they finally stop him, but a decent gain that time.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense is throwing interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack because right now, this isn't working.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. From the shadow of the goal line, looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. Look out, he's got some space. Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage.
Brings up second down.
And the Vols are in the red zone now. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Getting set. Here's second down. Snags a quick throw. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. Two-back set. Quarterback flanked by the backs. Quick pass. The catch is made. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And they stop him for a 2-yard gain, which will bring up 4th down. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and then make an adjustment for this important play. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Long enough and good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Tech offense is back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. First play of the drive, they look to the right. That'll pick up 1st down yardage very near the 40. The Hokies will crank up the tempo. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Here's the 2nd down play. And he'll set up to throw. Looking for his big tight end. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, you can see what happens when you try to squeeze it into a tight window. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for, because an interception is the most likely outcome anytime you throw into double coverage.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for his big tight end. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength. Looking to throw now on 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. They'll crank up the tempo here on 2nd down. The time is running out. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. The offense going with the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Thomas. And finally tackle him down at the 2-yard line. What a play on that completion. A minute's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Tennessee 3, Virginia Tech 0.
The Volunteers will kick it off to begin the second half. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Hokies offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made on the left side. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. So the holding penalty in the offense backs them up 10 yards. Now it's second down here. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. He'll look to throw it here on second down. And he's going to float this one to the right side. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. He's running out of time here. Looking to scramble now. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only is he pulled out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground.
And the Tennessee offense will take over first and 10.
Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. This one has been a defensive stalemate. Let's see if the offense can get something going here. Caught behind the line. It's Davis. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over him that time.
Man, the defense was all over that play. Just left him almost no room to work after catching the ball.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Matthews. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
On third down, he drops to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
Here we go, fourth down. They'll try to run for it. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down.
That's how you know an offensive coordinator really believes in the offensive line. You get to fourth down, you don't spread out a defense and try to create a one-on-one matchup and throw the ball. You go the old-fashioned way. You get behind that offensive line, you get the yards you need, and you extend this drive with that first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle right in front of the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. They're going to run it. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Love the aggressive approach here by the offensive coordinator, willing to take a chance here. You know, we've seen him do it a few times. They're now 3 for 3 on these fourth down calls.
Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Looking for 6. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive, and he ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on 2nd down. And there's the handoff. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. On the ground, it's Mason. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. The Hokies hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Will hand it off. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
He's back at the 41.
Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Tennessee 3, Virginia Tech 0.
And the quarterback's going to sneak it.
Well, this guy did everything that he could to try to get to that first down marker. It looks like he's just going to be inches short, and it's decision time for the offensive coordinator and head coach.
And the Virginia Tech offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost, went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Breaking through defenders. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. That's a big gain. The offense is threatening now. Spot the ball at the 22.
There he is. Finally, he's able to get on track and pick up some big yards here in the 4th quarter. It has been a relatively quiet game for him. The defense has done a nice job of bottling him up, but not there. He finally shows what he's capable of doing when he gets out in space and can show you that speed.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. The Hokies looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And on the carry, he's heading left. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And the offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone. And the quarterback will just sneak it now.
Good call here by the offensive coordinator to go with quarterback sneak here on 3rd and inches, and he's going to get the first down. It's a great time to catch the defense off guard. Get up to the line of scrimmage quickly, get the lineman down, quarterback under the center, quick snap, and get the yardage you need for the first down.
The Hokies pick up enough to get a first down there. And now the handoff. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. They've got him. It's a sack for the defense.
I talk a lot about defensive ends arguably being some of the best athletes on the field. Here's an example of a guy that's just too quick off the edge for the offensive line to be able to contain. He got in there in a heartbeat and came up with that sack.
And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense. Grab the lead late here. Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he'll drop back here on third down. Can't get it away. The defense has got him. What a huge stop at this stage of the game. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So on fourth down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. And this one is right through. We are all tied up here in the final stages.
Man, I tell you, life of a kicker. This guy's not been called on the entire game. Probably cold as ice on the sideline. But when it matters, he's hot as a stove when his number's called.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. On the move. It's a foot race. And finally steps out of bounds at the 10. What a tremendous return. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Positive yards at this point in the game are always important, especially now that you're starting to get well within the range of a field goal to take the lead. But if I'm this offensive coordinator and quarterback, I'm thinking about a touchdown here late in the game.
And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. And he's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. The defense takes their third and final timeout to make some adjustments on the sideline. third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. They'll run it here. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. Fourth down now.
Well, here we are now on fourth down, Chris, and at this point in the game, a field goal gives you the lead. I don't think you roll the dice. I think you kick the field goal, you take the lead, and then you rely on your defense to be able to win this game.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. And the delay of game penalty will push the offense back 5. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. The field goal is good. Pandemonium here. They've taken the lead in the final seconds.
How about that? Clutch kick here for the kicker. Gives him the lead. But remember, there's still time up on the clock. This game is not over just yet.
After the late field goal, they'll kick it away. The offense a chance to tie it up if they can get into field goal position quickly. This one will be fair caught. Offense is back out on the field. They've got some time to work with. Will they go for a touchdown here or play it more conservatively and set up for a field goal try? On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quick completion to the tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, look at the clock here. We're under a minute to play, and it's a completion, but it's not very effective. The defense's job is to just keep everything in front of them. The offense has got to come up with different ways to manipulate that coverage and take some shots downfield.
They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he can't quite come up with it. That would have been huge. Brings up third down.
At this point in the game, obvious situations, you're going to throw the football. I like the call by the defensive coordinator. Went with dime. 6 defensive backs, get them as much speed on the field as you can. May have confused the quarterback there a little bit and led to that incompletion.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the clock winding down. They'll take a deep shot. Oh, that one's picked off. And that pick will preserve the lead and seal the victory as the clock runs out. There was so much anticipation, so much preparation on both sides for a matchup like this to begin the season, Kurt. That's a big W on a big stage here early.
Well, you get through camp, you wonder how the season's going to get started, and they cannot be any happier. Now we'll just have to see how far they can ride this momentum as we go through the first half of the season.
And that is going to wrap it up.